Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an eye look with the Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2. This is the eye look. If you are interested and would like to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. First thing we're going to do is just pin our hair back and out of our face. And the Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. And we're going to take a little bit of this and work it into our cheeks and our forehead. I've already washed my face, moisturized my face today. So right now we're just gonna prime. Make sure our skin is nice and ready to accept some foundation. I don't want to double prime. I think we're gonna go on a walk later, so I'm also gonna put 1 pump of the Milk HYDROGRIP primer. This stuff is really good to help make your makeup stay on your face. I like to put it like really on my nose and my cheeks and a little bit on my chin because my makeup wears off on my nose and my chin first. Alright, the next thing I'm going to go in with is basically all my complexion products, but I'm going to do this a little backwards. I'm going to go in with my concealer, and I'm going to look at myself in this viewfinder because I don't have a mirror in front of me. And I hope you know, it's so backwards, and honestly, really hard. I want the highlights and stuff underneath my makeup, so we've gone in with that, and we're gonna go in and mix the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, also in Fair. Okay. For foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation. Sorry, I can't I'm only in focus here. That's it. It's only me filming this. So I'm gonna put a couple pumps on my beauty blender. We're actually gonna go, and I've gotta have a mirror. This is too much. So I'm gonna go work that in. Try to get my little baby hairs, and all my postpartum hair loss. Try to get all of that behind. You want to bring it down your neck so everything kind of looks the same. I only have a little bit of I only have a little bit of self tanner left. I try to scrub as much as I can off. I did get some sun on my back, so the back half of me is kind of tan. The front half of me is just super pale. So I'm gonna try to blend in that concealer into our foundation on our cheeks. So that is why I put the foundation, or put my concealer on first and then my foundation. So we'll do this side. And this is the color Y225 of the Reboot Foundation. And again, down our neck. We don't want any harsh lines, but we also don't want this skin to look different than this skin because you're putting something on top of your skin texture, so you want it on your neck as well so it looks like your skin's all one texture. Try to get any of that excess foundation on our forehead. I try not to put too much makeup on my forehead so I don't get texture. I'm really just trying to press whatever is left on my sponge in there. Trying to blend a little bit extra of my concealer out and around my eyelids so all the skin looks the same. that's done. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my face. Before we do the eyeshadow, I did this look the other day, and when I did my makeup first and then the eyeshadow, there wasn't a lot of fallout, so I'm hoping that's gonna be the same case today. Every day is a little different. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna go in with the Bite Agave Lip Balm. This stuff is absolutely amazing. All of Bite's products are actually food grade, so if you ingest them, they're not bad for you. Oh my gosh, my lips are like, thank you. Right after my foundation, the first step I like to do is bronze the face right after foundation. I don't really set too much stuff with powder because I'm using cream products. So we're just gonna tap, I've already done that. And I'm gonna go right into the hollows of my cheekbones. And we're gonna just blend that in there. You can hear crying or babbles in the background. My sweet baby's on the other side of the wall. We're gonna bronze the forehead just a little bit, bring it down to your temple. If you need to get the top of your forehead to just kind of shorten that, warm up your face all over. Okay, and just a little bit underneath the jawline. Chisel our jawline out, make it a little bit more defined. Get some of those quarantine snacks off of our face. If the light is changing, I've got natural light, artificial light, and a reflector. So I might get bright, I might get dark, but it's been like cloudy. Yesterday was disgusting. It was like the dreariest day ever. When being stuck inside, I'd much rather like have the weather be nice, but that's all out of our control along with everything else. So, I mean, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, right? So we always tell our daughter. So next thing, I'm gonna set my face with the Kylie setting powder in soft pink. I'm just gonna take some on my sponge and put it underneath my eyes. Brighten my face, set that bronzer, set my nose, because again, my makeup breaks up so quickly there. Powder my forehead, powder my temples, basically just patting this all over my face, a little heavier on the nose and underneath my eyes to help with creasing, makeup rubbing off faster. So I'm gonna let that sit. Then the next thing we're gonna do is go in with some blush. I'm gonna go in with Hourglass Dim Fusion blush. Pounce that on the cheeks. Okay. That's our blush. How I start my eyes, where I know I'm gonna have a lot of eyeshadow on, I always take a kind of paw-shaped brush. This is just a Real Techniques brush, and I'll go in with a matte color and just tap that all over the lid, kind of blend out any concealer or foundation that we've put on our eyelids, and buff that around. Got to do this with a mirror. Need that palette again. There's not a mirror in the Jaclyn Hill palette, but I guess I should say what I'm doing, right? I'm going in to the shade Certified and just putting it on both sides of my brush and blending that all over the lid. So the next shade we're gonna go into, but I'm gonna use a specific brush. This is the same brush I used the other day. These are honestly brushes that my mom got off of Amazon and gave me for Christmas a few years ago. It is not a blending brush, but it's almost like a tapered blending brush, almost like a fluffier paw too. I don't know, it's perfect for blending. I'm gonna go into the shade G Money right here. And we're gonna, please tell me the camera caught that. Tap off the excess, because that's how you get a good blend. And we're gonna start on the outer corner of our eye. And these are so pigmented. And sometimes, because my eyelid is hooded, when I open my eye, like I lose a lot of color. What I like to do is pat the color into the crease once I've blended where it's at, because if I pack it when I blink, it doesn't wear off as quickly. We've got that in there and blended out, really packed. I'm gonna just kind of blend it down to the lid a little bit. So now that we've got that all blended on the eyes, now that we've got G Money on both eyes blended out, we're gonna go into the shade Grateful and just blend it out a little bit more on the outer edge, just on the outer edge of this shadow. So blow it out a little bit more and give that edge a nice blend. You can start bringing it down to your bottom lash line, because we will be smoking that out too. Just tap that excess off and blend. I go back in a little bit more G Money and just pack that on there just a little bit more, as my blinking has already started to move some of the color around. The next shade we're gonna go into is Drama Queen, and I'm gonna go in with my ring finger on this one. And it's a really pretty metallic, like a mauve-y, pinky, like really pretty metallic. I'm gonna pat this on the center of my lid, a little bit toward the center here, a little bit toward the inner corner, but not all the way, and then a little bit into G Money. And the tapping will help blend it out better than pulling it, because you're just dragging that color. The patting motion will help blend it. We're gonna go into Dance Party right here. It is a very pretty magenta shade, and we're gonna pack it on the outside of Drama Queen and G Money. We're gonna kind of blend it in on that outer portion of our eye. We did not do this first for a reason. Normally you would not want to have a shimmer on your eyelid like Dance Party and then try to blend it out, but we're packing it on there. And the reason we're doing this first is I want Dance Party to be like a gradient in color, so I have the initial bit of color on it, and now I'm gonna put more on top in a moment. Go back in with a little bit of Grateful, and we're gonna blend the pink up in the crease so it's got that pretty gradient on it. And now we're gonna go back in with our ring finger into Drama Queen, tap it more in the middle, and then tap it just on top of Dance Party. To highlight our inner corner, I'm going to use the Giorgio Armani Eye Tint in the number 12. It has another name as well, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But we're gonna go on the Giorgio Armani. We're gonna take a little bitty brush. This is the e.l.f. concealer brush. I don't know what you're concealing with that, but it's great for eyeshadow. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is actually work on the bottom lash line. We're gonna go back in with G Money right here, and we're gonna take a flat definer brush. This one's from Morphe, and it's the Jaclyn Hill JH43 to be exact. And we're gonna just work that along the lash line, right underneath the lashes. Just push it up in there. The next thing we're gonna do is go in with a fluffier pencil brush. This one's a Morphe E18. And we're gonna just blend that out and down. Going up into that color, down, and out toward the inner. I'm trying not to pull my eye too much, I'm sorry. Flick that out into that outer corner. Next thing I'm gonna do is my brows, because it just looks weird to have full makeup on and like full eye on and no brow. So I'm gonna fill that in next. Do that with the Gimme Brow from Benefit. This is in the shade 3. Nope, not 3.5. This is in the shade 3. I just went back in, touched up a little bit more of the Giorgio Armani on my eyes, and while I have it on my brush, I'm gonna bring it underneath my eyes just a little bit. I'm gonna bring it to where that G Money is. So the next thing we're gonna do is go in with the Grand Lash Intense Thickening Mascara with castor oil. Castor oil is really good for your lashes. And this mascara is fantastic. I actually got this in a BoxyCharm box, and I will be going back to Sephora to repurchase it. If you watched my very first video, I didn't say anything about it in that one, but my husband is like my ultimate cheerleader for doing this. He thinks that if I'm really passionate about it, that I should do it, and I've had all the stuff to do it, the ring lights, the everything, for years, and I've always just been way too scared and afraid to do this, and he's just been in my corner saying, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So I did, and I really like it. So I hope you guys like it too. I'm gonna add a little bit of eyeliner, and this one is basically gone. This is a fantastic liner. I think that's honestly about what I have left, so let me pull it down a little bit. This is the Marc Jacobs Highliner Matte Gel Eye Crayon in Irony. So this is really good. I've used this to basically where it's like dried out. Just gonna press that into my upper waterline. It just makes my lashes look a little thicker. Sweep off everything else that's underneath. I'm gonna go in with a lip. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip Gloss. Try to do this quickly. Let our hair down. Zhuzh it back up a little bit. Okay. And that's it. That's the eye look. I'm not gonna do lashes. I'm not very much a lash girl, but I wear them on occasion. Today is not that occasion because I am getting dressed to go nowhere whatsoever. That's it. I hope you guys liked this tutorial, If you did like the video, leave a comment. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them, or if you have any ideas of a look that you would like to see next. But that's it for me. I hope you enjoy. Again, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!